Hi, I'm James the Box Office Artist, and welcome to the Throwback episode number 4. Now, in our live stream, the one we filmed on Saturday, which was really successful, I had a great time, someone suggested that for the next one, that we do Mortal Kombat, and I believe someone else seconded that, and I thought that was pretty cool. But then I jogged my memory and reminded me of a time back, I believe this is around 2004, if I'm not mistaken, 2004 or 2005, most likely probably 2004, when I did a little bit of work for my friends at Udon. My friend Eric Ko, who I knew from my Dreamwave days, that's his company, still running strong today. Udon, they're very known for their Street Fighter series and all their Capcom stuff. And I got an opportunity to do some cards for them. I did some for Street Fighter, and I did some for Mortal Kombat. Now what you'll notice, so today I'm going to show you these Mortal Kombat cards. And what you're going to notice is this style is a little bit different than what you're used to seeing from me. Like, you're used to seeing the heavy blacks and all that stuff. Now Udon is known for their amazing colorists. So I knew, working for them, that I would have to tone down the black, that I would have to, not do that really strong black, that I would have to let their colorists do their thing, because that's what Udon's known for, is their colors, and their beautiful colors. Now, when I was working on Transformers G.I. Joe for them, that's a different story. Like, I wanted to do my style, I wanted to add my blacks and all that, well, that's a different story altogether. However, when it came to the cards, when it came to the Mortal Kombat cards, like, I wasn't stuck to an anime style, but at the same time, I didn't fully did my blacks to it, my blacks and my sketching, not sketching, my cross hatching style to it. So you'll see that. I'll show you guys that right now. Okay, so what you're going to notice with these drawings is that this is a lot smaller than I work at right now. So I had to try to make the pencils as tight as possible, and what we tried to do was go straight into colors from the pencils. Okay, so I never inked at this point in my career. I never inked, I never touched a Micron pen, I never touched nib and India ink at all back then. So this is a full pencil, so I had to try to keep this as clean as humanly possible. Now I'm not sure if I did the reversing. No, I didn't do that with this, but as you can see here, so this is pretty small. Okay, this is actually a pretty small image. You can see in comparison to my hand how small this is to what the size I usually draw. So in terms of an actual comic book paper, 11 by 17, I would do at least 6 or 7 or 8 of these per page. So each of these were pretty small. Now, so start going through some of these, and as you could tell, I don't do my heavy blacks here, my heavy black style here, as you could tell. However, I still stuck with the heavy outlines. Now, as you notice here, I did add a little bit of speed lines going on here, but for the most part, pretty clean when it came to these type of images here. So as you can see, this is some of my favorite stuff here. This I was really happy with some of the ways some of these turned out. So as you can also tell, Udon is a complete Capcom anime style, but here they gave me the freedom not to do an anime style, as long as I kept the lines clean and the blacks to a minimum, so their colors can do their thing. So I knew that going in. I knew that going into the job, and I accepted that. So that's on me. Right, so and I thought, the results turned out okay. So, okay, here's another page with Sub-Zero, and I actually wish I could show you guys a color for these things. I cannot find it. I used to have it, but I had a hard drive that broke, and I think they were on that before. But here's my Sub-Zero. I thought it looked pretty cool here, and here's my Scorpion here, coming out of his hand. Looking at these now, there's all these details I probably would have added. I'm not talking about cross hatching and all that, but actual costume details I could have added to these things that would have made it cooler. But yeah, whatever. I still added my dots here where I could. Did a little bit of indentation there. Oh, I gotta tell you right now, a lot of these cards get a little bit graphic. So if you're a little bit younger, these cards getting graphic. It's Mortal Kombat we're talking about here. You know, you shouldn't be playing this if you were like really young. But here, show here, like a lot of these were like attack mode. Like I don't remember exactly the name. Like as you can tell here, this is a spinal cord here, going down like that. Okay, so here's some more cards. I really like this pose. This was really fun to do. I liked her face too, the way this turned out here. Okay, and here, you know, it's starting to get noticeable, the quality. Now, like again, these would be reproduced smaller. Like we know card sizes, like really small. So this image would get shrunk at least a quarter of what this was. That's why I drew them this size. Now, but the thing is, when is that Midway? I believe that's Midway Games, right? When they were looking at these images, they were looking at these like full screen, even though these were really tiny. So for them, they could see the imperfections. So what they ended up having us do was actually, for some of these, I had to reproduce these bigger, like I believe like letter paper size, for what they were. So a lot of these were a lot of fun because I was playing around with angles, like different angles, and you know, trying to really turn the camera in multiple ways here. So it was actually a lot of fun to do, for sure. Okay, this next one here is just starting to get a little bit more graphic here, just a little bit, and then we'll get really graphic in a second here. But again, like I'm playing around with, you know, a little foreshortening here. Oh, these bricks are off. These bricks are off. But yeah. It was fun, you know, trying to come up with all these different type of poses and everything. Like they gave us a script, and I wish I could find that. Well, what each card should be, and I actually very happy with the way this turned out. So this was cool. But what each card should be, and then I would throw them a rough sketch, and then I would go in cleanly with each one of these guys here. So, okay, now we're starting to get a little bit more graphic here. There, and then here, like with the blood coming out here. This was fun. This was fun. This was here, you know, trying to get the clothes to look like they were going around in the circle, so that you could see she's going this way. So it had to look like at the same time the belt is going the exact same way. The skirt. So consistency when it comes to something like this. You want consistency. Okay. Next, now we're going to start getting really graphic, guys. Really graphic, I believe. And yes, we are. Okay, so now, start with this. Ooh, cutting him in half here. That's Raiden here. I forgot some of these guys' names. I apologize, guys. I forgot. See, cutting off the arm here. So that's why I would like to show you guys the color versions of these, so you could actually see, you know, how they improved. Because all these cards, every single one of these drawings were improved by what the colorists did. The colorists at Udon are crazy. They are crazy, for sure. You know, and these were fun to do, but admittedly, you know, at the end of the day, this isn't my style. And if I had to draw this forever, you know, I probably wouldn't be the happiest guy in the world. I think with something like this, I was starting to get a little bit tired. But then again, it was smaller. This was smaller. I could tell like the effort here is different than the other ones. So this is where I'm starting to run out of time type thing. You know, trying to meet the deadline type thing. Yeah, like I'm not happy with his face. Like, but then again, this is really tiny. Again, this is really tiny. You see my hand, the size of my hand compared to this. But I'm not happy with like this at all here. So it could be better. CBB, as we would say in the visual effects industry. CBB. Okay. These ones look a little bit better. These ones look a little bit better, but now you can really see we're starting to get... Oh, she's ripping her clothes off there. Okay, so you can see some of these. Some fun stuff going on. But look at this. He cut his arm in half here. Cut his arm in half here. Kick in the back. Squeezing his head. Breaking his nose. I thought this was fun. Breaking his nose, you see that, and then the nose is kind of ripped off here. It's kind of like plastic. Like plastic. Okay, now we're going to get really graphic here, kids. So if you're not into this graphic stuff, okay, we're really getting graphic here, okay? So at your discretion, please. A little discretion. Actually, looking at this, it's not so bad, but you know, the game is much worse than this. So that's not graphic at all. It's not graphic at all there. And neither is that one. She's running away from Scorpion here. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, some guts going there. A big hammer. Boosh. Boosh. You know, looking at this now, like seeing the pose, you know, I could, you know, I'm trying to pick apart some of my poses here. Like, I don't feel the tension in his arms. It's like to me, he looks relaxed when this comes down, when it shouldn't be that way. Like, if I were to redraw this now, his arms would be straight. This wouldn't be like this. This would be more turned like this. His arms would be straight. His back would be more curved that way. You know, things you pick up when, you know, as you go along with your art career. You know, a lot of these images would have looked better if I did draw them bigger. I could see that. For example, this, I probably could have killed or made it look cooler if I drew this like at a bigger size, for sure. I think all of these, of course. So, and I think like a lot of these things, I was just trying to hide stuff with lines. So it looks like I'm adding blood, but then at the same time, I'm really trying to hide stuff. Lines here. And then Goro ripping apart. Who's this? Can't tell. This is he's ripping apart here. And of course, there's always that one spine coming across like that. And just a couple more here, guys. Just a couple more pages here, so you can see. Here's a nice image here. Again, this was one of those ones where the colored image is amazing. The way they colored this is amazing. I wish I could have showed you guys that. I don't know what that is. I don't remember. And then this one here, and this one here, this one here. Okay. And I believe one more page to show you guys. One more page to show you guys. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Oh, that's pretty gruesome. And then you have the spine coming out of her head there. Oh, that's the most gruesome shot of all, right there. That's the most gruesome shot. Look away, kids. That's not good at all. Kick there. And kick, and again, I'm trying to play with foreshortening here. Didn't work so well because her body, the way it's twisted here, for me, it doesn't match what's going on here. So I have a problem with this drawing right here. And then one more kick here. I don't mind this one. I don't mind this, though. It's one of those things where this is kind of odd to me. Like, she's kicking him. Is he resisting? This is actually confusing me. It's my own drawing and it confuses me, actually, this drawing here. Because if she were to kick him, his body would be, and if it hurts him, it would be turned the other way. But he'd be only like this if he was absorbing the blow. Right? It's like, he's tough, guys, like, pushing his chest into the kick. So I'm confused at what I did here. But yeah, so those are the Mortal Kombat cards. And they were a lot of fun to do. So thank you, Udon, for giving me the opportunity to do these. Those were my Mortal Kombat cards. Now, in all honesty, I wanted to show you guys the colored version because they are amazing. Like the Udon colorists, they did a fantastic job coloring these guys. And I cannot for the life of me find my colors, the actual colored cards for these things. If I ever do find them, I'll show you guys. But they did an amazing job on them, so I wish you could have seen them. But you know, that is what it is. So that was the Udon cards. They were a lot of fun to do. Now, forgive me also for my lack of knowledge when it came to the characters. I have not played this game in a long time, so looking back at this, I don't remember a lot of the characters. Forgive me for that. But that's why I didn't mention a lot of the names when I was going through them. So maybe some of you can list down the list of names down there. But thank you guys for watching. So this is a regular weekly segment where I go through my old art. Most of them is professional art. So you guys could take a look back at some of the work I did back in the past. But any questions you guys have, please do let me know. Please comment below. Please continue to hit that subscribe button. Please continue to follow me on social media. YouTube, not YouTube, but Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter at Box Office Artist, Facebook, and YouTube at The Box Office Artist. And my name is James. I'm the Box Office Artist. Keep drawing, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow.